Senna.
Yeah.
So,
20 minutes.
a little bit.
We'll have to pay attention to that to go over and just get the crab, but they're going to go for a dive instead.
Let's take a look at that. Jonas Strong, thank you. Just casually going to lose his entire health bar due to the Azir. That hard engage that they they don't have too much hard engage actually. They moved out of that once they picked up Jason Corky.
Yeah.
And moved into a more, pokey style kind of mid to late game composition.
And the thing is that it's not worth losing your life over the Rift Herald here because there's no turret plates. Whoa!
That's a nice amount.
That is, yeah, that's very nice. Nidalee, they have a 3,500 gold lead, and okay, Doran leashing the Scuttle Crab for Summit. World Ender.
Here. Yeah, he's trying to get that movement speed. He will dodge. The Senna seems a little bit too difficult for me. Well. And okay.
Okay.
Might have some action here. Get the knock up. There's the poke. And we got a kill, ladies and gentlemen. Just the one, though. Just the one. Might have a little bit more. Although, no. Trundle is pretty good at disengaging. They do get the flash, though, out of Gorilla.
It's so impossible.
There's a fight down
for
the bottom
Sandbox
side
to actually win this fight, and there goes Dove.
Doran is going to die here.
Yeah, he is going to die, but DRX should be able.
It's going to come down to the spike, and there it goes to Nidalee, and now Trundle's probably dead. They got to focus on him. Azir, Toby trying his best. Deft is going to finish it off as Toby is just going to survive here. Keria at the last second able to dump that Zillion ult down to him.
Changes Valkyrie. Chovy comes in here. Okay, Sandbox, they're going to flip this. And honestly, they're about to get aced if they really handshake this. I don't know.
Okay, they're going to land that Maokai ultimate into the back. The Senna ult is good too as Zillion just going to keep Pyosik alive and say, okay, you tried to focus one guy, you're going to regret it. Because they didn't quite have the damage with Dove.
It's like, remember Halloween Town when the guy got cursed? Was his name Zeke?
I don't remember his name.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? Though, yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
One reference, I got it.
I had to reference a Boomer show. Here we go.
Okay. They're actually really tanky. Nice engage here from Root, trying to burst into the back line, but notice Keria holding on to that ultimate. He says, I'm not going to be baited into using it. And Chovy in the front line just able to cut them down. Not really making a big move towards it yet. They actually want to go for the fight instead. As the Root is going to come down onto Doran, and he gives Root a way out, but it does not matter. Nice flashes out of the way there from Gorilla, just to make sure he doesn't die, but that's about all you're going to get. As Chovy was really trying to style there.
Oh!
And Root should die. Yeah. Nice catch from the side of Doran.
Yeah.
Makes it look really easy.
From the Dragon Soul coming in, I think that this is probably just the end.
Yeah.
Oh, Zillion ultimate. And you can tell Doran not actually trusting Keria. Wasting Zillion ult.
Oh, okay. That was a big one.
So, yeah, that's going to let them fend this off a little bit. Dove and Summit, both teleport available. Mountain Soul is really obnoxious, and I don't know what Gorilla's doing, but that was very surprising.
Trying to bait them, I guess, into it, but DRX are very comfortable in this kind of situation. I mean, you can just zone them forever, poke them away.
All right, is this what a front door is, or? I can't!
Yeah, look at Keria, he's just gonna run away, flash away. He's like, I gotta save my KDA. And that's the end of that one.
And so, just one of the unfortunate problems.
Welcome back, everybody. It's day 2 of week number 2 of LCK Summer Split, and we are having a new host for the analyst task, Subin Yoon. And we'll be also joined by Lyra and Wadid for this analyst task, and I'm Jisun with the analyst task translation. I see your cast still on your legs. Yeah, I broke my ankle, but I couldn't wait to see the LCK fans, so I'm joining from now on this week number 2 of LCK Summer Split. It was DRX versus Sandbox, and DRX is keeping their stomp on the Rift. Sandbox opened Varus. Varus had 100% ban rate so far, but this time Sandbox let it through the pick and ban phase. Maybe they had a reason to open it. Maybe they had a good result against it during the scrims. But well, one did think that Sandbox still has a long way to go, and this was not the best timing to pull off an experiment on a competitive game. Well, when Senna was OP, Deft really had a hard punish on Senna with Yuumi Varus comp, so maybe they have forgotten this fast. So with this Varus pick, DRX was having a really nice start. So DRX really good at having a huge lane priority with Varus pick in the bottom lane. So both bottom deal were trying really hard to push in the early level phase, but with this level 2 timing, Senna and Maokai, they aren't able to actually clear the wave with their comps, so Daft and Keria started to create the huge minion wave, maybe foreshadowing the upcoming turret dive. And let's take a look at the jungle proximity as well. Daft and Keria trying to get a huge lead with their trade, and Nidalee, after clearing out that red jungle camp, he still remains a huge jungle proximity around Keria and Deft. And it was so easy for them to just pick up a kill at the 3-minute mark into the game. With that minion wave control and their pathing up against the bottom side from Pyosik was the key part of this turret dive. And there was a game-winning point for DRX this midway teamfight. So this is why Varus is so powerful in the current meta. He can just casually just use his ult and find a bond on one champion on the opponent's side, and then they can keep pushing based on his CC. This time around, he landed his ult on Trundle, so because they were already in such a huge lead, they were able to just pop him and then rotate to Baron. So with the amount of gold lead and the item difference, DRX was so having a comfortable fight to pick up the enemy jungler and just smoothly rotate to the Baron and then solidify their lead at the end of the game. Then let's check out who will get the player of the game from DRX. Pretty expectable here. And it's gonna be Deft on Varus. No Deft game and 43 damage participation here. Well, Deft used to tell us the answer into the Senna pick in the spring split, and now Varus has climbed up the ladder of the tier list in the bottom side, so I mean, it is true that Varus is an OP champion, but at the same time, Deft has been the premier Varus player, so regardless of the tier list, maybe Sandbox should have just banded away from the hand of Deft. Well, sometimes there were some players that weren't able to kind of capitalize on this pick during the spring split, but Deft was definitely not the same player that we mentioned. He picked up 8 votes out of 12, and also Deft partner Keria picked up 2 votes as well. With this win, DRX will be having a huge momentum, so let's check out whether DRX can close out the series and have a 3-match win streak, or Sandbox can stop their losing streak.